It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the Sunshine State. It's the Jags and the Dolphins. All that and more coming up next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's coming off a great season where he put up career highs in yards and touchdowns, while also leading one of the most prolific scoring offenses in the NFL. The #1 thing he did last season, though, staying healthy. When he's on the field, Miami can roll.
On play action, here's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Jags are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year was a bit of a mixed bag for Lawrence as he started off looking like a budding superstar. But then he suffered an ankle injury and was a shell of himself the rest of the way. His team needs him to stay healthy if they plan on maximizing their full potential. And if that ends up being the case, they'll have a good shot to win a lot of games here in 2024.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Lawrence will throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And just shutting him off there. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and that'll make it second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Hill going to go in motion right. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 31 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. That's taken in by Duvernay. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Thomas, the man in motion left. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, it's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Watch out for Hill on the return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 45-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Tua going to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. The 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Mostert. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Running out of the gun with ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle to Smith. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Miami Dolphins. First down and goal to go.
They'll run Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
In motion right is the tight end. Now Tua. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Jonnu Smith, the big tight end, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Here's Lawrence. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 34. Oh, he stays up. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down. And Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. On play action, Lawrence. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll run with ETN. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more ETN, and this time he is into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Short throw to Smith. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw again. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This off to Achane. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Ready.
Tua to throw again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Now they bring the tight end in motion right. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. So the completion good for 7 there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Open man is Duvernay. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
On play action, here's Tua, letting one go deep for the end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Screen play, here's Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Lawrence. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. On the move past the 40. And he is going to have the Jaguars 1st down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Lawrence will throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now Lawrence to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 9. 1:37 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Lawrence. Pass complete, Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Lawrence. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up to fence. And now it brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he knocks the ball away. Falls incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.